Alright, so now we've got Machine Gunner Sergeant Rock and Roll. Probably have one of him opened. I'm not sure if he's was released otherwise than just carded here. And then we're going to another one that I always don't have the knowledge or the history with that well, and that is two of the infantry, and I'm sure I have more of these somewhere, but and the Cobra Trooper, and I'm gonna guess, and again these are comments that I would definitely welcome. And it was, I think the controversy was the red insignia and the red balaclava. I can't remember if these are the accurate ones or not, because I think somebody was saying that but I think these are the accurate ones. I think I remember Cobra red symbol and then the Cobra red balaclava, but so maybe these are the accurate ones and it was the other ones later, but we'll put these off to the side and maybe I can do a comparison thing later. And then I've Rise of Cobra video. I can't remember which one, but I talked about my love and joy for the Cobra eel, and this was at the time one of the hardest figures for me, and I'm thinking some other people to find, because it's just such a cool figure, and I think even the original Cobra eel from the 80s was rather popular too. And this is another one that's great because it uses the torpedo body for the most part, and here they were able to get the Cobra eel. So I have two of these, and then I'm sure I have a few opened, and then I also have all the ones that I bought as the Target exclusive. So I think I'm pretty set on eels. I don't see myself buying any more. We'll see, but I don't think so. Then here's another guy that some people like. Sorry, I gotta switch arms. Some people like him, some people don't. And this is Tracker Spirit Iron Knife. And again, I think they had to stick the Iron Knife part on there because they lost the code name to Spirit. And usually I think what people don't like about him is his already posed fingers right there, but it's kind of cool because they reused his hand right there for gosh, I can't think of his name, but again, you guys can leave me a comment, but yeah, I know his name, but I can't think of it right now. But they did reuse it, and it's kind of cool because he came with, I think he was in one of the comic packs, the figure I'm thinking of, and you got the kind of cardboard floppy disks things with him. I can't believe I didn't show off, that's it, Mainframe. I do have that comic pack somewhere, but I can't think of where it is right now. Okay, and then we will show this Snake Eyes, which is kind of, I definitely think and agree that it's from the G.I. Joe comic series, because this is the look that he had when he was with the group that I believe was tricked or attacked by Quinn. So definitely cool that they were able to give us this figure. Just kind of noticing right now as I'm filming this, his legs look kind of funny, or kind of like chicken legs to me, just because of how baggy the pants are, and then they go into this kind of skinny part right there, but still rather cool that they released this figure, because I believe the upper part and even probably the lower part was used to make one of my figures that I have quite a bit of that we'll show later. Um, and that is the, gosh, I can't even see the name of the figure right now. So let's put it down. Just don't want to show them on camera yet. So the snow serpent. So they reused that for the snow serpent. So rather cool that they got two figures out of the same, and two beneficial figures, not just two figures that they just sold to make more money. So I think that's cool. And then of course the General Hawk that I believe I already shared a story in a video for. I already have one opened, and then there's the one in the G.I. Joe pack, and I think that's the one I went for more, and I can't remember why. I think it's just this one doesn't have very much camouflage on his pants, but I think it's rather cool because it looks pretty card accurate. And I just believe the other one was just more cartoon accurate, and so I think I liked that one better. I think the only thing people complained about the most was his little fur collar there is not actually a part of the jacket mold. It's something that they added later, but it's okay because I think the shirt and all that is probably was used for Duke, and if not, for whatever reason, they had to do that, so that's okay with me. Okay, so here's another one that many people were not happy about either, which was another controversy at the time, and it's the Infantry Cobra Viper. And he's pretty accurate and very cool looking. I believe the downsides to him is the fact that he does not stay on his stand very well, I believe. And then it's how they molded his arms. They're in a pre-molded position, and I guess it's so that he looks cool having his gun that way. But then when he's actually holding the gun, it doesn't look too good. And I know that for the longest time, people were begging Hasbro, please release this figure. And I believe they did, but of course you had to get the G.I. Joe 5 or 7 pack, and it was kind of cool because they did chrome up his faceplate there. But as far as I know, they still use the same arms. They just found a way of straightening them when they recast them or something. So it's really too bad that they were not able to take this figure that was so close to being so perfect, and unfortunately did that to his arms. But maybe some people are okay with it. But I remember for the longest time, I went to a Walmart, and this figure was just, oh my gosh, you could see this figure probably on each peg. It was probably six or more figures on each peg, and they must have had like 20 of these pegs, and they weren't on sale or anything. And it was just so sad because, like, I'm looking for the newer figures, and I'm probably never gonna find them because they've got too many of these Vipers. So it's kind of, I wonder if they finally clearanced them or where all those Vipers ended up going. Because I didn't buy all of them, but unfortunately I did end up with a few. I've got one here, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and really never had the urge to open them once I found out that the arms aren't too great, and I think I already knew that when I bought them. So it's kind of interesting how I ended up with as many as I did. Then we'll go on to, I guess, the Cobra Bat, which is another awesome one, and I'm so glad that they released him and were able to make quite a few versions of him. And it's just another one of the ones that looks so close to how cool the one in the 80s looked that sometimes if I glimpse real quick, I can't even tell which one is the 80s one and which one is not. So, alright, on to the next video. Alright, bye.